Hello, this is Frontline here, and it is Friday, so today is Frontline Friday. Welcome, guys. I actually missed last week, by the way, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm back now. I was on a vacation before, and this week I wasn't able to get anyone again, so it's just a solo episode, you know. Hopefully you guys don't mind that I'm alone. Hopefully you guys don't hate me that much, but you know, we are playing Super Dungeon Bros, and this is a game with gold I got quite a while ago on the Xbox One. We're just going to be doing a local game on Cryptum, why not? And green is my favorite color, by the way, so we're going to go with my main man, Ozzy. We are going to be using Deadshot, because, why not? It's like, honestly, I like the ranged weapons more than anything. So we are just going to use that. And yeah, the main thing I don't like about this game is the loading times. Loading times are probably the worst thing about the game. It'll take a really long time to do this. But anyway, this is still a good game. I think that once it loads, it looks pretty good because I think it uses the Unity engine, I believe. So that's pretty much how that works and all. But yeah, another thing is this little sequence right here. The problem with this sequence is that, honestly, it's the same for every single stage, so it gets really boring to watch after a while. I mean, you guys can't hear it. I'm just going to skip it. It's like, if you really want to hear it for yourself, you can. But anyway, we're just going to be getting into here, and just a second, I'm going to cut ahead in the video for me to take care of something here. Sorry for the cut, guys, but apparently my TV was not on game mode, so I had a little bit of input lag, but hopefully now it will be at least kind of better. So yeah, we'll just be able to shoot these barrels for coins and stuff. I think there was an update since the last time I played this, because there is a little number at the bottom of the screen that I did not see. I did not see that somehow I have 1070 points, and this is different too. This is a lot different. It's like these are like gauntlets, apparently, or I don't know what these things are called. It's just that they either make the game harder or they make it easier. The points are down there, so automatically for being in the game I get 1050. I don't know why I was saying like 1000 or something like that. So you get 1050 points, and the more stuff you do, the more stuff you get. These ones are apparently the easier, like things that make things easier. You know what? I'm going to activate those. It's like, even though it brings down my score a little bit, I think that today is Friday. It is. I think that it's a little bit better to not be so strict and try to make this game go by a little quicker. I'm also not used to the controls. Like, I forget what controls do what. So I'm trying to kind of figure out that as I go. But yeah, main thing, apparently I can roll around if I feel like it. You get dizzy, I think, after 3 rolls, but it's still a quick way of getting around and being able to dodge enemies. So anyway, this game is kind of an interesting one in a lot of ways. It's like, it has like the threat meter in the corner, you can probably see there. I found that the map doesn't really do too much, honestly, other than tell you where chests are. But it's still pretty useful, I guess, if you want to find all the loot that you can. I'm not really going to care too much about this game. Again, like I already got a bunch of different materials. Wow, I am not avoiding these traps at all. But yeah, apparently the score system is something I'm going to have to get used to. It's like I'm just seeing that at the bottom of the screen. I'm not precisely sure if I like that it always tells me my score, or if it's kind of a cool addition. I think a really cool addition, though, is that like right next to the threat meter, it can show you what different pillars or whatever you activated. So you can see that both of them, I think, are orange colored, so that makes it so that you know, oh, you made the game a little bit easier on yourself. I guess you are a wimp or something like that. One thing I'd like to mention just quickly here is probably that I'm not going to get through all of a dungeon, and the main reason for that is because honestly this game takes a long time. It is one of those grindy games that takes a really long time. I don't think there's a proper way to save, unless I'm missing something. No, there's no way to save. So it's like, basically you have to go through a whole entire dungeon on one go. And from my experience, it normally takes an hour if you're like trying to take on all the enemies. And yeah, it's like I don't want to sit around for an hour on Frontline Friday to do that. So hopefully we'll just be able to ignore that for now. And I guess I'm able to activate this thing here and make them die. But anyway, I don't remember this part on the map, honestly. Maybe like they updated the maps a little bit too. I'm honestly uncertain as to what they did in the update, but yeah, this game is definitely different from what I was expecting it to be. Apparently there's lots of archers. You're also able to bounce on these guys' heads. It's like, it doesn't do much damage to them, but it still does some, and I think it's just kind of funny to like bounce on them like Mario and like avoiding like different shots and things. Main thing I gotta look out for is my health, though. It seems like I'm too focused on having fun and not enough on living. So yeah, I'm gonna have to like find a crate of some sort and make sure that we do not die. Yeah, make sure that we don't die. The health really. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna activate that. Yeah. Do lots of different stuff. I need to get out of here because there are a bunch of these guys. Wow. Are they like not able to go past here? It's like there's an invisible wall that they're not wanting to go past. I don't know what that's about, but you know what? I'm going to use it to my advantage. Hopefully we can get some health in one of these crates. I'm reloading apparently. It's like in the corner there. I'm pretty sure my face won't be in the way of that. But it's like in the top left corner you can see my health, and it's like there's also like the arrows that whenever I shoot something it just goes down. I can press X to reload, but honestly like it normally reloads by itself, so unless I really want like a full ammo capacity like that, it... What? Enemies aren't dropping loot anymore? Wow. I really don't remember I don't remember it being like this previously. Oh wait a minute, I want the crate. I want like the loot crate that's over here. Get a bunch of coins and health from that. And yeah, you can see the frame rate's going crazy right now. I'm not sure if I was talking about that, but it's like, oh man, there are a bunch of enemies right now. Yeah, now the frame rate's going back up. But yeah, that was something that I was like saying. It's like the game normally runs pretty smoothly, but once like it gets to the end, it just is insane just how many enemies end up doing that. I didn't realize that like enemies couldn't drop loot after that point. I think that's something they changed, because I remember it being that like if you got to the threat meter of that, then you could just attack enemies at will and get a bunch of coins that way. Let's hope they fixed another bug that I'm going to test right here. And that's that after going in this dungeon depth, first of all, let's see what we want to upgrade to, because that's something you can do in between things. Let's increase our heavy attack damage. I'm not sure if you saw there, but it's like by pressing right bumper, I'm able to use a more powerful arrow and take out bigger opponents. But anyway, after this really long loading screen, I guess we will check out if I am able to not move. I'm just not going to touch the controller right now, by the way. So I'm not doing anything. Boom! They fixed the bug. There was a bug in the game originally where it's like if you went through a portal and like you came into a different depth, it would continue your movement. Like I would just be going off in one direction like before I would even be doing anything. So that's actually like something that I'm kind of surprised. Well, I'm not surprised they fixed it, but I'm glad they fixed it. It's like that was one of the main problems that I was kind of annoyed with in other playthroughs that I've done. I used to be a lot more into this game, but I will admit it is very repetitive, and it's like traps and all of that stuff. Hopefully with this update it makes it a little more interesting, because I think this is a little bit more interesting. Honestly, a lot of things that they've changed with the heads-up display is a lot better. I will admit that. So hopefully I'll be able to take out these guys, get a bunch of coins, and honestly this is probably going to be the last depth I'm going to do in this dungeon, because I've already gone through half of my recording time basically. It's like it's been 10 minutes. I normally like to either have a video that's 15 minutes long or 20 minutes long. So we're just going to push towards 20 minutes, get through this depth, and yeah. If I was to suggest this game to you all, I don't know. I think I would. I honestly like this game quite a bit. Even though it had its problems, I mean, it still kind of has problems in ways, but it's a lot better. It's definitely improved. Originally, I probably wouldn't have suggested it to many people, but yeah. Of course, it's not a game with gold anymore, but heck, if you want to buy it, you'd be supporting the game to come up with new updates and make the thing work a little bit better. Get these guys. My health is also going down a little bit. Honestly, that's one of the things about being an archer. It's like your weapon actually does end up contributing to how much health you have, and being an archer makes it so that you actually have the least amount of health that you can. Like, I only have 156. I think it would have been 150 if it wasn't for other playtests giving me extra health boosts. Because that's one thing that happens. It's like once you get through a dungeon, you have like you're able to upgrade your character, and sometimes you get health boosts, sometimes you get like forever a coin boost. It's like you get more coins upon what enemies drop. But yeah, I kind of like the essence of leveling up, but it takes so much time. Just to get like a 1% increase on your health, it takes an hour gameplay, like I was saying before. It takes a really long time. It's a very grindy game. It takes a long time to get to the top, but once you're at the top, it's, you can't stop. Wasn't trying to rhyme, but you know what? I felt like it. Alright. I like when these guys line up, but at the same time, it can also really devastate your health if you're not careful to avoid them as much as you can, because you get a lot of coins from these like slews of enemies. I prefer a giant slew of the little tiny skeletons than getting like 2 or 3 of the big armored guys, because those take a long time to take out. I also have armor on apparently, so that's also helping my health situation just the tiniest bit. And what the? I didn't notice that before. Is that actually something that happens? Like every time the threat meter goes up, you actually lose some points. So it actually rewards speedrunners, but in some ways kind of makes them not be able to upgrade as well. Yeah, I've never really thought about that. It's like I didn't see like the score system at the bottom. It's like every time that the threat meter goes up, well, you lose a bit of score. So I guess that's something to look out for. I have lots of health. Should I buy lives? Should I buy anything? I'm not sure if I need to buy anything. I have like lots of lives, and honestly, I'm not continuing this series very much, so you know what? I'm just going to live without it, I guess. Boom. And here are the planned traps that you just go one at a time, trying to time out your stuff. Oh, I wasn't looking ahead, trying to figure out exactly how to get past this. So there we go. Gonna do a barrel roll, and that was not smart. Sometimes I like to get through these like traps really quickly, but other times I am really not smart about how I get through them. Let's open up this chesty guy and keep going. Gotta keep going. Let's actually try to do this a little bit faster. I think that honestly the threat meter is about to go all out evil on me. I can't really see it that well, but I think it's about to go all out evil. So let's just continue through here. And oh, I forgot about this. I forgot that there was like a little mini boss. I think I made the mini boss actually like not as strong, if I remember from the beginning. Am I not able to attack this guy with anything other than these? That was not smart. If you didn't see there, I actually tried to do my ultimate blow. I used my I used right bumper. That's what I was trying to say. When you're supposed to use left bumper to pick up items. And I exploded myself. Oops. Let's revive. Oh, I'm supposed to... Oh, that's new. Normally you just press B. But apparently it takes a little bit extra time. So yeah, you're only able to attack this guy with these things, I guess. I remember being able to attack him otherwise, but maybe I'm wrong. Because I think maybe like some people didn't realize that you could just pick these things up and attack him a lot easier. Who knows the reason why they made these changes? I just think that it's overall still pretty good. Some of the changes I really like. Some of the changes I don't. The controls, I will admit, I mean, once you get used to them, you realize that, yeah, you're technically, it's technically not that bad that you have the two different bumpers. One does a giant attack and one doesn't. But yeah, you can just explode those things. So anyway, that's the end of this dungeon. I get a nice little chest of all sorts of goodies. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to go through here, get all the special rewards that you do when you complete the stuff. I don't really need to upgrade stuff, but you know what, I'm going to anyway. And anyway, that pretty much does it for this episode. So if you like the video, like it. You can check out this game if you really feel like I inspired you to get it. I talked a lot about this video and not anything else, because my last Frontline Friday episode, I was talking about other stuff. I was just playing Plants vs. Zombies and doing the mini podcast. But this time, I actually focused. I was completely focused on the game, and I mean, I might have gotten sidetracked at some points, but that's how I go. That's Frontline for you. But anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye.